Hello everyone. Have you ever thought about what sustainability is? What does it consist of? Why is it important? How can we reach it? And what are the suggestions that we will offer to raise awareness about it in the community? If you have, then you should definitely listen to these episodes. In order for these episodes not just to be repetitive, but rather these episodes have included the concepts of sustainable development in addition to giving solutions even if they are preliminary. First of all, sustainability is the ability to exist and develop without depleting natural resources for the future, and it's a wild field that has several aspects that we should develop. Sustainability consists of fulfilling the needs of current generations without compromising the needs of future generations. It's about ensuring balance. For sustainable development to be achieved, it is important to harmonize three core elements. Number 1, economic growth. Number 2, social inclusion. Number 3, environmental protection. These elements are interconnected and all are very important for the well-being of individuals and societies. The United Nations has set 17 Sustainable Development Goals that if we reach, we will reach sustainability. And these goals are: Number 1, no poverty. Number 2, zero hunger. Number 3, good health and well-being. Number 4, quality education. Number 5, gender equality. Number 6, clean water and sanitation. Number 7, affordable and clean energy. Number 8, decent work and economic growth. Number 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Number 10, reduce inequalities. Number 11, sustainable cities and communities. Number 12, responsible consumption and production. Number 13, climate action. Number 14, life below water. Number 15, life on land. Number 16, peace, justice, and strong institution. Number 17, partnerships in all goals. Each goal has multiple targets, and most of these targets should be reached by 2030, and we will talk about them one by one. So let's start off with the SDG number 1, no poverty. This goal aims to end poverty in all forms, and it has 7 targets. Target number 1, eradicate extreme poverty for all people everywhere. But how can we tell if someone is poor or not? Currently, poverty is measured as people living on less than $1.25 a day. Target number 2, reduce at least by half of the proportion of men, women, and children of all ages living in poverty in all its dimensions, according to national definitions. Target number 3, implement nationally appropriate social protection systems and measures for all, including floors, and achieve substantial coverage of the poor and the vulnerable. Target number 4, ensure that all men and women, in particular the poor and vulnerable, have equal rights to economic resources, as well as access to basic services, ownerships, and control over land, and other forms of property, inheritance, natural resources, appropriate new technology, and financial services, including microfinances. Target number 5, build the resilience of the poor and vulnerable and reduce their exposure and vulnerability to climate-related extreme events and other economic, social, environmental shocks and disasters. Target number 6, ensure significant mobilization of resources from a variety of sources, including through enhanced development, cooperation, in order to provide adequate and predictable means for developing countries, in particular least developed countries, to implement programs and policies to end poverty in all its dimensions. Target number 7, create sound policy frameworks at the national, regional, and international levels based on pro-poor and gender-sensitive development strategies to support accelerated investment in poverty eradication actions. Over 8% of the world's population lives in extreme poverty, so ending poverty is a really big goal and it's not easy to achieve. But there are some conferences that are held to help achieve this goal, like the 2022 Poverty Matters Conference and the Oxford Business Poverty Conference 2022. The second SDG is Zero Hunger. It aims to end hunger, achieve food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture. It has 8 targets. Target number 1. End hunger and ensure access by all people, in particular the poor and people in vulnerable situations, including infants, to safe, nutritious, and sufficient amount of food all year long. Target number 2. End all forms of malnutrition, including achieving the internationally agreed targets on stunting and wasting in children under 5 years of age, and address the nutritional needs of adolescent girls, pregnant and lactating women, and older people. Target number 3. Double the agricultural productivity and incomes of small-scale food producers, in particular women, indigenous people, family farmers, pastoralists, and fishers, including through secure and equal access to land, other productive resources and inputs, knowledge, financial services, markets, and opportunities for value addition and non-farm employment. Target number 4. Ensure sustainable food production systems and implement resilient agricultural practices that increases productivity and production that helps maintain ecosystems, that strengthen capacity for adaptation to climate change, extreme weather, drought, flooding, and other disasters, and that progressively improve land and soil quality. Target number 5. Maintain the genetic diversity of seeds, cultivated plants, and farmed and domesticated animals and their related wild species, including through soundly managed and diversified seed and plant banks at the national, regional, and international levels, and promote access to fair and equitable sharing of benefits arising from the utilization of genetic resources and associated traditional knowledge as internationally agreed. Target number 6. Increase investment, including through enhanced international cooperation in rural infrastructure, agriculture, research and extension services, technology development, and plant and livestock gene banks in order to enhance agriculture productive capacity in developing countries, in particular least developed countries. Target number 7. Correct and prevent trade restrictions and distortions in world agriculture markets, including through the parallel elimination of all forms of agriculture export subsidies and all export measures with equivalent effect, in accordance with the mandate of the Doha Development Round. Target number 8. Adopt measures to ensure the proper functioning of food commodity markets and their derivatives and facilitate timely access to market information, including on food rivers, in order to help limit extreme food price volatility. A lot of countries in Africa suffers from extreme hunger and poverty, such as Chad, Niger, Liberia, Madagascar, and many more, and we should take steps towards these goals to help them secure a sufficient amount of good food and reduce their poverty rate to 0. These were the first and second Sustainable Development Goals. If you want to learn more about the rest of them, stay tuned for the next episodes. Thank you for listening. Bye!